So we just finished up a hunt in Nebraska. We had some really tough conditions we were dealing with there. Not the most turkey-friendly country I've ever seen, and the weather was working against us a little, but so we decided to come over to Wyoming and try it for a few days. The landowner said we could get started, so we're gonna get started. Well, the only turkeys that we heard gobbling had a bunch of hens, and he's over on the neighbor's property. It seems to be a common trend. We came down on this end, opened to roost one, and we hadn't heard a peep. So in the morning, I think we'll get up on a high point. If don't nothing gobble. There's a bird gobbling. So we've got some gobbling, but I think they're just across the fence on the neighbors over here. Seems like how far we got, how big a piece of property we got. They're always on the other side of the fence. Always on the other side of the fence. Maybe if we get close enough in the morning, maybe it'll be in their bubble. I don't know. Yeah. Try. Yeah. At least we heard some. It's 7:30. Birds gobbling way down on the neighboring properties. Nowhere near close. But we're gonna see if we can't pull him up and then cross the fence. And just had to see. He's gobbling pretty good on his own. pretty good hunt, really.
All things considered, those birds was a long ways off.
Yeah. Man, we've had such good luck with those decoys this year.
Yeah.
I mean, just time and again. Yeah. The gobbler sees the decoys, he comes. When they popped up over there and saw those decoys, now we still had the fence between us.
Sure.
I didn't know what was going to happen there. But they looked at them decoys and they're like,
yeah,
they wanted nothing to do with it. You know, it's possible they saw us. We weren't in a ground blind. But even, you know, they made a loop and came in from a different direction. And those decoys are right out in the sun. We're back in the shade. And they just acted like they didn't want nothing to do with them.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't always work for you.
That's it. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah. But, I mean, one's gobbling a little bit way down, so we're going to gather everything up in that way. But, yeah, pretty good hunt. Pretty good. So there's a bird down here gobbling pretty good in the bottom. But he's been down there.
It's going to be hard to call him all that.
Yeah. I mean, he hadn't moved. We got plenty of time. Let's go get the decoys and stuff. And we'll work down this fence line. I mean, maybe we can call him up the bottom.
You want to just leave everything here?
We better take a gun. You know. There's turkeys right there. Right there. Got the camera. Got the camera. Right there. Shoot it.
Just the way we drew it up.
Holy crap, Mad Dog. I'm glad you said bring your gun.
Our third one's still there.
Holy crap, man. Thank you, buddy. What a hunt. Holy mackerel. That's nuts.
We came back up to get the decoys because there's one gobbler way down across the fence. And I pop up here and there's 3 longbeards right at the decoys if we'd just sit here and waited. And they started to leave. I thought, maybe we can call them back. It's still.
Yeah.
And you see it. I mean, I have this camera. This is our backup camera. It's in my pocket. Our good one's in my backpack.
Lord have mercy, man. That's crazy. Man, that's crazy. Congrats, bud.
You too. Tagged out in Wyoming. The way that unfolded is absolutely insane.
It is. It really is. I mean, where do you even start? I mean, we heard some gobblers below the property line there, and we got them to come.
Yeah.
But it's like when they saw those decoys, or maybe they saw us.
It was something they didn't like.
They didn't like it. Even they left. I called them back in. They came up the next ridge over.
Right.
And again, as soon as they saw those decoys, they may be 70 yards from us.
Right.
And they just looked and turned around and went. We had a bird gobbling down low.
Yeah.
And those two, that's all we heard.
Right.
So we went after the two that had left, thinking we could call them back in without the decoys being there.
Right, right.
Well, that didn't work. They'd quit.
Yeah, yeah, they were
But the
done.
one in the very bottom,
He's still gobbling.
he's
Gobbling now. You know?
So we decided to come back up, you know. I mean, we gave those plenty of time. We had deer come by us.
Right, right.
I had a Mountain Dew, yeah. There wasn't no rush, and we said, well, we'll go get the decoys and go
Right.
down in the bottom with that bird that's still gobbling down there.
Gotcha.
And
Just
when I
try
got
to pull him up.
Yeah. And when I got back within sight of the decoys, I looked, I thought, there's 3 gobblers. And they were walking, they were leaving. They had seen me.
Right, right.
Or at least one of them had seen me. I'm not sure what happened, but they were walking away. But the one looked back and like, he wanted to fight. You know,
Yeah.
I thought, he's coming back.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. So
It was.
I look back at you. I told you to get the camera out, that there's turkeys right there, and the camera is in my pack. You know?
Yeah.
So the footage that you see during this isn't quite the quality that our first string camera gets. It's my backup camera. I keep it in my pocket for when I walk up on stuff. Not normally turkeys at the decoys, but deer or what have you. So I pulled it out. And the deal was that I was going to shoot first
In Wyoming.
in Wyoming.
Yeah, that was the deal.
But I was filming, and you didn't have a camera, and we like getting it on film.
Yeah.
So it didn't take a lot of encouragement to get you to shoot. Yeah.
It never will.
And he shoots, and the other two don't leave. Now, they still wanted to fight the decoys. So.
Yeah, yeah. It's just insane.
It
Like you
is.
just, if you don't see that unfold, it's kind of unbelievable.
Yeah. Now, we had talked about we can't shoot across the fence. Okay? You can see a strand of barbed wire there that we do shoot across. That's not the property line.
Gotcha.
He's just got this one separating his pastures. The property line wasn't far, 30 yards.
Right, right.
I mean, he just gobbled again.
That's it.
But we're tagged out in Wyoming, so he can gobble all he wants. We'll just listen to him. Man, congrats, buddy. That's insane.
Same to you, buddy.